Hello, I'm back again today. I just got out of the pool, so I'm a little bit wet, but I have a quick one for you. You might have seen by the title. His cucumber is your cucumber. And this shift in perspective has opened up worlds for me. I gotta tell you, it's such an exciting thought experiment that took me many years, and spontaneously it came to me. And I've spent many years meditating. So if you haven't spent much time meditating or doing these kinds of very focused experimental thought practices, or you haven't taken any kind of like consciousness bending substances in your life, like you've never done, gummies or anything like that, it may be a little bit harder for you to kind of get into this fluid consciousness space. And in that case, I recommend a little technique of a quick meditation you can do with a flower. I usually use a flower, but something that you think is really beautiful. If you don't like flowers, you could pick something else, like a piece of fruit or something, or a piece of jewelry, whatever. So something that you find really beautiful in life and really serene, kind of invoking a feeling of magic or majesty of the world. And sit with it for a few minutes, maybe 5-minute timer if you can, and sit and really work your consciousness to a place where you feel that you are that object. You are the flower. You are the piece of jewelry. It's not just an item in your area, in your world, but your consciousness opens to the point where it actually is you. You've brought yourself this item, and you've brought this into your reality to heighten the feeling that it gives you. Similarly, there's somebody like next to me, I feel like is listening, even though you're all listening. It's so funny. Doing these videos can be, intimate and vulnerable, but also I'm putting myself out to the world, so it's kind of a funny mix. So, similarly, when you're with your partner, this object, his member, it's really there to serve you. If you can embody this concept, you are going to connect so well and take yourself into so many new realms that it's really expansive and exciting. It just exponentially heightens the experience. So, feeling as though how it responds to you is it's like self-pleasuring. If you've never done any self-pleasuring, that's another arena you could practice to kind of get into this mental space. So when you work with your own body and your own self, you're going to heighten that connection and create those neuro passageways to heighten the experience. It takes practice. It's a muscle memory. So you're practicing the technique of utilizing your body in this way as the tool that it is, this amazing sexual energetic tool that you have come into, right? You look at this like the snake eating its tail kind of a concept, where it's like, this is actually your body part, but it's being stored on him. So, really, like, it goes into your body. It becomes your body part sort of in a way during the act anyway. So it's like creating that anticipation and enthusiasm and excitement, heightening it to a point that is beyond where you have experienced it before. So when I hear like the bee job, right? That isn't a job. It's really fun. Playtime. It's self-pleasuring. It's not something you're doing for somebody else. It's something you're doing to your own body now, because this is your body. It's not his. You know what I'm saying? Like marrying yourself to the point where this is here being served to you by the universe as this incredible experience offering. This offering through the universe by God, by your partner, by love, by whatever, label you want to use. What is the highest offering to you? What is the height of the offering? Here it is. right here in front of you. And sometimes looking it in the eye is too much. That's a little joke for you. But invoking the spirit of it being you, you're one with it, is going to change so much about your relationship with your partner and your own sexual experience. Invoking light work into this act can be even more heightening of an experience. It can, and when I say light work, what do I mean? So visualizing light moving into your body and moving into his body as if you're gods, as if it's Zeus. I mean, think of whatever imagery you want. Like, I think of the lightning bolt Zeus throws down, right? I visualize both of our crown chakras opening and flooding with light, pouring down, like light from the sun, pouring in white light. And that is surging into our bodies all the way down to the root chakra. And that is what is going to come through the cucumber when you get that final expression. It's you working the light through your bodily vessels. And that's it. Just enjoying bringing in more light. I hope you have some more fun tonight with these little tips. And don't forget to honor your cycles and honor what's happening within your own life and experience and relationship, because these techniques work when you're in a healthy space. If there is a lot of dysfunction in the relationship or a lot of unhealthy habits or encounters that you're going through, those are going to be something to work through separately. When I'm speaking in terms of these techniques, it's important that you're in a safe and healthy place. And that's why I like to speak of it through the terms of a monogamous marriage. But not all monogamous marriages are in a healthy place. I like to think in terms of ownership in a way. Like, you own his body and he owns yours. But what is healthy ownership? Healthy ownership is somebody who really cherishes what they own. They're going to take care of that. If you own a property, you're going to take care of your property, improve it. You're going to look for ways to support, create a better foundation, create a better roof over the top. Like, it is something you take pride in. It's your source of pride, joy, and what serves you in this life. Different than the kind of ownership you'd feel like if you owned a slave and you were like dehumanizing the person that you're, quote, owning. That's not the same thing, even though we use the same words. So I encourage you, if you're in this healthy monogamous place, for me, it's got to be monogamous. If you're in that place and you feel really safe and you're ready to take your relationship just to another level and take your sexual experience to another level, really work with these visualizations and you're going to find new levels of them all the time. This morning when I was in the visualization, what was coming in for me were diamonds. I was just getting a flood of diamonds, and it wasn't something that I consciously chose to come into that image. In the past, I've had floods of roses or hibiscus flowers or white orchids. Sometimes these images just kind of piggyback on to the light visualizations that I'm doing, and they just enhance the experience. So I encourage you to play around with it, have some fun with it, try not to get stuck in any kind of like, am I doing this right or wrong, or rules around it, but just expanding the boundaries around where you consider yourself and your partner to be separate, or where you consider yourself and your partner to have differences. Like, what if all that changed into just, this was your offering? What does your offering give you? Much love. Hope you have a wonderful day.